My 24F fiancé 29M went on a rant about my family visiting our baby after she's born. However, he is not opposed to his family visiting. Me and my fiancé have been together for just over 2 years. Like normal relationships, we had our ups and downs, but we eventually overcome them and get them resolved. I'm currently carrying our first baby girl and I'm supposed to be medically induced either today or tomorrow due to some health issues. We're both excited. However, yesterday I was experiencing lower abdomen and back cramping that was similar but more painful than period cramps. I got worried because I am currently 38 weeks and was told by my OB that any pains I feel, to go to the hospital and get checked for early labor. So after dealing with those pains all day yesterday in the evening, I decided that I should go get checked. At the time I was visiting with my brother and older sister and they offered to come along because, well, to put it straight, I'm scared of going into labor and having to feel contractions, hee. I told my fiancé about the pains and he asked if I would like him to come along and I said yes. My fiancé, when around people he's not familiar with, is a very socially awkward person, very kept to himself and quiet, which I totally understand because I am the same way too, especially around his family. I do talk to his mom quite a bit when we visit them. She's a very nice lady and so is his dad and brother sister-in-law. Have the best relationship due to some past issues, but I'd why he doesn't talk to his mom? When we leave he's always ranting and raving about his mom being a lovely person and that he's a total mama's boy, yet he hardly speaks to her when we go over. Anyways, what I'm getting at is that he keeps a distance from his family, seeing his parents maybe once every 2 weeks and his brother once a month. We all live in the same city and same side of town. I on the other hand are very close with my family, mostly my immediate family, i.e. brother, sisters, parents only, and we like to chat and joke around with each other. Well, when my 2 siblings came along yesterday we were talking mostly to help me calm down from being nervous. My brother even tried to talk to him but he wouldn't budge. I tried to talk to my fiancé about something while we were there but he would just ignore me and stay on his phone. I didn't think anything of it, but then it happened again. The whole time we were there he was huffing and puffing in the corner on the chair. We were there for about 2 hours waiting for results. In the meantime a doctor came in to check me, which resulted in my siblings leaving the room with just me and him. After the exam was done I asked him what was wrong and if he was okay. He just shrugged and walked out of the room. I got dressed and left right behind him. My siblings were walking behind us talking about being excited to be an aunt and uncle and whatnot. We got into the car and that's when our discussion happened. I asked him once again if he was okay or maybe just tired due to it being late. He then basically just started bashing my family about how they make him want to suffocate because of how often they are around. I laughed and said no, they're not. They hardly visit us, I always go to them. He said a lot of hurtful things, including I think we jumped into this too soon and if your family is going to be around they're all going to basically shun me out and I'll have no choice but to leave or stay in my room when they come over to visit baby. I had literally no idea where the hell that came from because my family has been nothing but nice to him. He's always invited to our family functions and whatnot, but he always declines and says sorry, no, I'm not going. We had a big argument about it for a few hours. I'd if I went too far, but I told him to not bother showing up for when I get induced since my mom is most likely to be there. He got pissed off and asked WTF why? That's my daughter. I told him I'm only being induced, who knows when he'll actually have her. I'll go alone like I did with 80% of my doctor appointments. I also don't want you to feel suffocated by them. Just trying to help. You can come afterwards when the contractions get stronger and more consistent. That must be struck a nerve because he went on another rant of looks, we have different family values. I don't think we were meant to be ever, like literally he's saying all of this stuff because my family wants to be there? What, 4 people in total maybe? We're already gonna be in the delivery room alone together while everybody else waits in the waiting room. I already set that boundary with my family and they respected it. So today I messaged his sister-in-law Sil and asked if they would like to come see the baby after we have her and once we're all settled and relaxed in the hospital. She was excited and said yes, they'll both come by and get cute baby snuggles. I told my fiancé this morning that they're gonna come by after I have her, which suddenly he seemed super excited about. Then went on about how his parents are gonna be jellied because they won't get to see her first. I told him to figure out his family issues while I figure out mine. I want my daughter to meet her family and get to know them on both sides. My pregnancy revolves around how my fiancé would react, I guess. Do I tell my family to wait until we're discharged from the hospital to see her? And if so, I would have to drive her over there because he doesn't want anybody here? He's under the assumption that nobody should be there or should try to visit us with our baby because it's our family and we need to bond with her, which I get, but I also want her to bond with her family on both sides. I'd what to do. I feel like no matter what I do it'll result in him going all emo kid mode on me. I do want my family there to meet her, but he doesn't think that's right. I don't know what to do. Yikes. Your fiancé sounds awful, tbh. I'm an introvert and don't love socializing, but even I know that there's a big difference between not being naturally social and being a jerk. Your fiancé doesn't seem to understand that at all. Everything is about him. Personally, anyone who is telling me I don't think we're meant to be together is not someone I'm taking my brand new daughter home to. Maybe go live with your parents for a bit while you and fiancé attend counseling while separated to see if you can salvage the relationship. Selfish people do not make good parents.